Ever wake up from a dream so real you half expect to find a passport from another dimension in your pocket? And not one of those boring passports. I'm talking glowing symbols, pages that change when you blink, maybe even a stamp from Timeline 47B. What if I told you you might have just visited there? Today, we're diving headfirst into how your dreams might connect to alternate realities, parallel timelines, and here's the kicker, how you might be manifesting your future while you drool on your pillow. This isn't your basic dreams or your subconscious talking stuff. Nope. We're going quantum. We're going multiverse. We're going. What the heck did my brain just do last night? And why was Morgan Freeman there? Let's begin. Some physicists believe reality isn't fixed. It's more like Netflix, with infinite shows running at the same time. You're the main character in your show, but there's also a version of you living in New York instead of your current city, or married to your high school crush, or ruling a kingdom of sentient jellyfish. Dreams, according to some theories, could be moments when your brain quantum antenna tunes into those other channels. That dream where you're confidently surfing despite never touching a surfboard could have been you in Timeline 22, the Hawaiian version of you who's got abs and perfect waveform. And here's the creepy part. Sometimes, people wake up feeling homesick for a place they've never been. That could be your mind remembering the wrong home. If that sounds wild, hold on to your pillow, because if dreams are windows to other timelines, then you might be able to choose which window stays open. Lucid dreaming. That moment you realize you're dreaming and suddenly go, oh wait, I'm in control now, is basically the dream version of finding the TV remote under the couch after weeks of looking. What's crazy is that when you learn to control dreams, you're practicing manipulating reality in a consequence-free sandbox. Want to fly? Boom. Want to win an Oscar? Done. Want to eat an infinite pizza that magically doesn't make you gain weight? Congratulations, you're now a god in dreamland. Manifestation coaches argue this is training your subconscious to expect good things, to believe they are possible, and the subconscious is a GPS system that guides you in waking life. So lucid dreaming might be a cheat code for manifestation. And if lucid dreams are like manifestation boot camp, what happens when your dream world starts teaching you skills you never learned in real life? This is where things get freaky. There are actual cases of people waking up from dreams suddenly able to play the piano when they've never touched one before, or solving complex math problems they couldn't figure out while awake. One famous example is the chemist August K. Coulé, who dreamt of a snake eating its own tail and woke up realizing it was a key to the molecular structure of benzene. That's right, a dream solves a major science puzzle. If consciousness is quantum and connected to multiple versions of you, then dreaming might let you borrow skills from your other selves. Think of it as Google Drive for your soul. You just grab a file from Alternate You 3.2 and downloaded it into your brain. And if your brain can download files, who's to say it can't also download entire lives from alternate versions of you? In quantum physics, there's a strange thing called entanglement. Two particles become so connected that changing one instantly changes the other, no matter how far apart they are. Now imagine you are those particles spread across multiple timelines. When something intense happens to another version of you, heartbreak, success, danger, you might feel it here as an unexplainable emotion or a dream. That's a ping. It's like a cosmic notification that another you just had a big moment. Ever dreamed something awful about a loved one, only to find out later they were going through something? That could be quantum entanglement at work, with you picking up vibrations from their reality. Which brings us to the weirdest twist, because if dreams are pings, sometimes they're not from you at all. Picture this. Your brain is a radio. Most of the time you're tuned to Your Life FM. But every so often, you catch static from another station, someone else's reality. That's why you dream about total strangers, in full HD, doing things you'd never imagine. Indigenous cultures and mystics have long believed in a shared dream space, a place where everyone's subconscious overlaps. Sometimes, two signals cross, and you get the wrong broadcast. Congratulations, you just had a sneak peek into another soul's reality. And if that's true, then dreams might not just be passive experiences. They could be full-on meetings in another reality. Ever have a dream, tell a friend about it, and they gasp because they had the exact same dream? That's not just movie magic. It's a documented phenomenon. Some theorists call this an astral lobby. It's like a cosmic co-working space where consciousness checks in during sleep. You might not remember the entire meeting, but the fact you and someone else share the same dream detail could mean your souls bumped into each other off duty. And if dreams are meetings, who's organizing them? That's where things get suspicious. But if dreams can be meetings, they can also be missions. The past, present, and future might all exist at once in the quantum view of time. That means future you could send messages to present you through dreams. Ever wake up with an overwhelming gut feeling to avoid a place or to call someone you haven't spoken to in years? That might be a rescue mission from future you trying to prevent something from going wrong. It's like sending yourself a text across time, except the text is a trippy dream about being chased by a giant flaming shopping cart. And if future you can send a warning, maybe past you is still whispering in someone else's ear right now. Before your goals show up in waking life, they might run a dress rehearsal in your dreams. Athletes use this. They dream of winning races before the big day, and the brain treats it as real practice. This is dream preloading. The universe running your desired outcome in simulation mode before hitting print on reality. Think of it as a beta version of your future. Which brings us to the science side. Because if dreams are reality previews, the physics might already back it up. In quantum physics, just observing a particle changes its behavior. If your dream self is observing another reality, you might be nudging it in a new direction. That means dreaming about a better life isn't just wishful thinking. It could be physically shaping the path to it. Dreams aren't passive. They're active participation in the multiverse. And if the act of dreaming can shift timelines, then the final piece might just blow the ceiling off your reality. Some philosophers argue that dreams are the real reality, and waking life is the illusion. When you sleep, you're going home. When you wake, you're logging into the simulation. If that's true, then Dream You is the main player, and this version of you is just one of countless avatars. So when you close your eyes tonight, remember, you might be clocking back into the real job, shaping worlds. So tonight, when you close your eyes, remember, you might be logging into a quantum multiverse where you can learn, explore, and even rewrite your fate. Dreams aren't an escape from reality. They're the control panel. Now I want to hear from you. What's the weirdest, most vivid dream you ever had? Drop it in the comments. Your story might be the proof someone else needs that we're all more than just awake or asleep. Until next time, keep dreaming big. And maybe, just maybe, you'll wake up in the timeline you've always wanted.